Hi, I'm Al Snow, CEO of OVW and Gladiator Sports Network. I wanted to come on here and give you an update in regards to OVW's schedule. As of right now, much like all of you, we are operating under the COVID-19 quarantine restrictions, and it looks like we will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. We are in constant contact with the KBWC, and as soon as we get a release, I will update all of you and let you know the next upcoming event. But for the meantime, please continue to follow us on social media. Please watch us every Tuesday night on WBNA Channel 21 at 8 o'clock. Again, Friday night on U2 America, the YTA network at midnight. And then Saturday mornings, OVW Overdrive at 11 a.m. on WBNA Channel 21 again. You can also see us on YouTube. You can also check us out on Binge TV, Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. We're available wherever you need to help you through this time, to provide entertainment, to take your mind off of this and ease your troubles. So please stick with us. We'll be back stronger than ever, and I'll give you another update as soon as I possibly can. Thank you for your support.
Welcome to another episode of OVW Overdrive. I'm your host, Bryan Kennison. And actually, this is not just any issue of OVW Overdrive. This is OVW Overdrive Hoss Fights Edition. That's right. This is quite possibly our biggest show ever. Literally. Now, with me as usual is Stevie J. And then...
No, I'm here. I made it.
All right. Better late than
Well, you know, I'm usually here on time, but today, for some reason, I had to take the bus. I don't know if you...
No, I
remember why I have to take the bus.
No, I don't remember anything about the bus. I got a ride here for my fiance, so why did you know? You could just drive. You know what that's... Okay, so yeah, okay. For those on there, yeah, there was a little bit of a mix-up a couple weeks ago. There was a talent show, and someone's car might have been given away.
Wasn't a mix-up.
We don't know whose fault it was, so we can't place blame for something that happened so long ago. You know,
we can. It's your fault. You understand I'm upset about it.
I get you're upset. Okay, look, Steve, I know you're mad at me, and I know that, and that's going to make the show a little weird. So look, I got you a little gift, okay? Got you a little gift, and maybe it's going to be a series of gifts leading to that gift. You guys hang around, you can check out what that gift is at the very end of this episode, but let's just say when you get it, whoever races you will be toast.
Great. It's a keychain.
But you'll be...
You can put it on my bus ticket.
Maybe you could do that. You'd be
well,
bred for speed.
It comes with a quarter.
Oh no, that
use that.
You're gonna need that back. That is my cart money for Aldi's. You get the quarter back every time you use it. Look, all right, Steve and I got to talk about how quarters and carts work. Look, you're gonna want to hold on to that. I'm trying to sandwich the jokes all in here. Anyways, let's go ahead and go to our first big match. Now we've reinforced the ring for this one. I'm surprised that this was able to hold up after that match. Let's go ahead and pitch to Jax Dane versus Cash Flow. Was it a pleasant bus ride?
Cash Flow coming out now, the big man. And this man can chop like nobody's business. Of course, he's out with the one and only Josh Ashcraft. The legacy of brutality. And Gilbert, Josh Ashcraft always seems to be angry about something.
That's the Easton villain, Sonny disposition.
And his opponent, Jax Dane.
So we saw Jax come to the aid of the OVW Tag Team Champions last week when LOB was attacking Storm and Dimes. And Jax is like a one-man wrecking machine.
He also has a tremendous sense of fair play, as we saw, not letting bullies have their way.
Oh, this is going to be a good one, folks.
There's
This
the bell.
is the main event of all main events. Jax Dane and Cash Flow, two big men who hit hard. This is going to be a good one.
And you called it. This is not only a main event here, this could main event anywhere in the United States. Both of these guys with prestigious backgrounds, and like you said, they are big. And Cash Flow laying in some hard punches.
Irish whip into the turnbuckle, and Jax, explosive. Up, over, and out to the floor with authority. Jax is walking tall.
Have you ever had the dream of being a part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment? Take action and make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling, the birthplace of legends such as John Cena, Batista, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, The Miz, and many, many more. Will you be the next name to be added to that impressive list? Go to ASWA Live now for more information. Learn the right way. Our number one priority in life is the protection of our loved ones and ourselves. We at Comprehensive Health and Wellness are here to help. During these challenging and uncertain times, Comprehensive Health and Wellness can supply you with the personal protection equipment you need for you and your loved ones to feel more secure. Go to chw.care or call 800-963-7066 to get yours today. That's chw.care or 800-963-7066.
You're back here in Davis Arena, 4400 Shepherdsville Road. Your main event for OVW television this week, Jax Dane taking on Cash Flow, Gilbert Corsi at ringside alongside Bruce Snyder, and all roads right now leading to Christmas Chaos 1 week from tonight.
And you can tell the intensity has been actually ramped up in every single match, especially this one. These two have been chopping each other, throwing each other around. It's really something else. Christmas Chaos coming up. But first,
every title in OVW, I believe, is going to be on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Less the tag team title, that match not signed yet. But every match I know for sure happening inside a 15-foot high steel cage, Bruce.
And there's something about being in a cage. You can use a cage as a weapon.
Gosh. Look at the chops. Look at the chops. Nobody chops better than Cash Flow in OVW. Few in professional. They're among the best of professional wrestling. Jax is taking Cash's best.
And there's very few, if any, that can do that. Now Jax reversing it. And Cash with a big boot. Imagine if they were in the steel cage right now.
Oh, my.
And
That's
ring,
more than 300 pounds. And Jax just threw it across the ring like a rag doll.
And did you see the ring buckle? I hope it can support these two. Wait a minute.
Here comes the rest of the gang.
Oh, of course.
The gang is all here.
Where one LOB is, are the others far to...
Doing what they do best. Picking apart like rabid animals.
And Jax Dane is big, but he can't take on four.
Nobody can take on four. I mean, the numbers game is always in the advantage of Legacy of Brutality, and they use it every week.
It was a huge match. Again,
Literally.
we reinforced the ring, and rightfully so. Otherwise, it would have been destroyed. And it's going to be destroyed if you give me another gift, like a keychain, Brian.
Now, there was a wordplay was part of the gift of the keychain. I don't think you're fully grasping what I'm trying to do here. So, look, I know you're upset, but you're gonna be so happy at the end of the, when you get the big surprise. You're gonna get a big old smile. It's gonna be, look. But I got one other thing, maybe kind of help you feel. Okay, you ready? You ready? You ready for this?
Sure.
Ba-bow! Scarf. You put that. So look. Say you're traveling at a high rate of speed, right? You got a bunch of wind coming at you. You want to protect that larynx.
Yeah.
You speak for a living.
Sure.
So that's a gift for you. That's
I do have a fantastic speaking
It is
voice. You're not
88%.
wrong.
Yeah, no, it's 88% wool, 12% apricot. Came from Scotland. I hope you enjoy that. Now look, we have another huge match coming up. Look, again, we've reinforced this ring. We are single-handedly keeping the lumber industry in business right now. So let's go ahead and pitch to our next match. This one is from Clash at the Bluegrass. This two absolute meat-slapping mastodons, which is also a game you can play at home safely. It's like Hungry Hippos, but not. Anyway, let's go ahead and go ringside for Justin Smooth versus the Machine, the Wolverine, Bryan Cage. It looks good. So this it's the layer. You gotta.
It's almost summer, Brian.
Wind knows no season.
He comes in now knowing the challenge ahead in Bryan Cage and looking to make another signature mark in his win-loss record.
Tell you, Smooth is a great-looking young athlete, but Bryan Cage is a machine.
Yeah, I think if Justin Smooth wanted to make an impact, he got a tough draw here tonight against Bryan Cage. He may want to go back, get all 300 members of Spartan if this Titan thinks he's going to have any chance against Bryan Cage.
You are watching the Clash of the Bluegrass, ladies and gentlemen. It is OVW versus Impact Wrestling.
Tell him the score, Gil.
1-1 right now. I'm told that last match was thrown out from the chaos created by our people, Sami Callihan and OVE. Personally, I think it should be a disqualification, but our referees call things down the middle.
For our fans who may not be familiar with Bryan Cage, and I don't imagine there's a lot of those, but here in Ohio, I mean, this is a guy who at, 6'2", 280, does things that no one else in the wrestling business has ever been able to do at that size. He is the definition of a freak athlete.
I've seen Bryan Cage with a 619, and people know that Rey Mysterio coined that 619. He does not move like a guy who's near 300 pounds.
Showing some great mat wrestling here, too.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how good Bryan Cage is. I mean, Mysterio is all of, 5'9", 165 pounds. Bryan Cage is a beast. He's a machine, and he can do the same kind of moves that the all-time great luchador can do. It's amazing.
And here's the thing about the Trinidad Titan, Justin Smooth, who he's in the ring with right now. He has explosive offense. He is known for a street justice axe kick that is like instant whiplash.
He's got real long legs.
Titan quickly back up to his feet, rolls through, and those long legs extended for the drop kick puts Bryan Cage on the ropes.
Good looking drop kick there.
Does have a bit of a height advantage over Cage as well. Let's see if he utilizes that in this match.
Yeah, Smooth looks like he's about 6'4", 6'4.5". Big kid.
Sweeps the leg out from underneath, and these two are moving around like luchadors. They're cutting a quick pace here at Clash of the Bluegrass. Still to come in our main event, and you just added more fuel in the fire. When Callihan put himself in the 8-man tag team match, it will be Callihan and Tony Gunn tonight in our main event.
Yeah, and earlier this week, Impact Wrestling announced, salute to the troops. April 12th, it all goes down live at Fort Campbell, just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Salute to the troops. What a night that promises to be, Don. You and I will be ringside. Can't wait to spend an evening with the troops of the United States.
For sure.
Flurry of offense, guys, from Justin Smooth. Look at the fight he's taking now to the Machine.
Another Cage tested in his career.
Bryan Cage is on the chase, eyeing Johnny Impact.
He absolutely is. Everyone's eyeing Johnny Impact, but Bryan Cage, a lot of people think at Homecoming that he should have been the champion, and there's those of us that might agree with that.
And Cage has a contract for a return match with Impact, correct?
He does.
Does he keep that contract if he does not defeat the Trinidad Titan tonight?
Wow, I mean,
I'm just saying, Justin Smooth catapult into that spot?
Well, Justin Smooth would have an argument for why he should get that shot.
Bam!
Wow.
Speaking of shots.
Sound like a gun going off.
That's a difference maker. Oh, God, he dropped him on his neck.
Hi, my name's Barry Radcliffe. You might recognize me from such films as The Longest Ride or Dead 2. Now, as a successful actor, I have 2 planes, a supermodel wife, countless exotic cars, and a ton of cash. You might think it couldn't get any better than this, but You'd be wrong. For only $4.99, you can get OVW Wrestling Network.com. That's OVW Wrestling Network.com for only $4.99. Now, will your life be as good as this? No. Will it be better? Yes, and I guarantee that. That's not valid anywhere. OVW Wrestling Network.com is only $4.99. Tomorrow's yesterday is today. Prices so low, they're insane.
OVW is bringing back a Louisville tradition, wrestling on Tuesday nights. See all your favorite OVW stars on WBNA 21, bringing back the tradition of Tuesday night wrestling in Louisville, Kentucky. Don't miss a single episode each Tuesday at 8 p.m. on WBNA. Join us as we bring back the Tuesday night wrestling tradition with Ohio Valley Wrestling on WBNA 21.
Good night. Into the cover, and this one could be finished, but the Titan. A collective gasp here in Davis Arena. That was pure instinct alone that he was able
terrifying.
to kick out, yeah, for sure. Right off the shoulders of Bryan Cage. And look how smart I gotta say that Bryan Cage is. He knows that he softened the neck. He created a weakness, and now he's exploiting it, going to the grind on it.
He's making the man carry his weight. Not a lot on those punches by Mr. Smooth. Still recovering from that devastating neck injury.
Oh, yeah,
wow. Kicked him right in the back of the head.
God, Cage is working like a shark who smells blood in the water. And I know Justin Smooth right now, when I saw that look in his eyes, he doesn't know where he is. Smooth looks like he's seeing stars. That's the way he's moving around in the squared circle right now, guys.
Well, the referee's closer than any of us are. He's got a good look at Justin Smooth and where he is right now. If he thinks that Smooth can't go anymore, he'll step in and Cage will win this match.
Oh, Titan with the fight still left in him. Again, these OVW superstars, they know what's at stake. Cover here, shoulders on the mat. Justin Smooth is trying to put it back together again. Trying to shake it off. Hard right. And another one. And Smooth looks like he's beginning to put it together here, Don.
Yeah, he really is.
Set up for the ride now. Cage comes back off the ropes, and the Titan makes a mistake in lowering his head. The Machine exploits it. I take that back. The Machine is planted in trouble here. Huge victory for Smooth, but he can only find 2.5.
Cage with a near 600-pound bench press. That helps him on these kickouts, especially against big opponents like Smooth.
You still have all that confidence that you had coming into this match, Josh Matthews, about an easy win for Bryan Cage?
100%. We've seen Bryan Cage put himself in situations like this before. Cage likes to be tested. He likes to have long matches. He likes to see what his opponent has, and then he beats him.
The scary thing is, though, we talk about trap games in the NCAA. This might be a trap game for Bryan Cage. He needs to be careful because this kid's for real.
Oh. Cage bringing Smooth in, floats over, 1, 2.5.
I don't think I ever said easy victory for Bryan Cage. I think I said Bryan Cage will pick up the win here. I never said easy.
It was the tenor and the tone. It was.
You're very condescending, Josh.
You know, here's another win for.
Thanks, Gil. I've only been doing this for over half my life, but please tell me more about my tone.
I'm just
Maybe
saying,
we can get Max on the line, and he can tell me about my tone as well.
I'm just saying the
Max, the guy that.
The tenor was a little smug. I'm
Cover.
saying,
Call the cover,
here.
Gil. Call the covers, Gil.
Another near fall for the Trinidad Titan.
There we go.
And it looks like Smooth is setting up for street justice. Can he connect here? Yes, he can! Another victory for OVW!
Oh, no. Machine angry.
He's awoken.
Look at the power. That's a big man buckle bomb. Oh, my God.
Gosh. Remember the neck injury from earlier in this match. Got him.
Whoa, come on.
Into the cover. And that is it. For Justin Smooth.
Your winner, Bryan Cage.
So that's 3-1 now.
2-1.
That was so convincing, I think it should be 3-1.
Math is clearly not your forte.
No.
1 + 1 is 2.
I can only do math if you put a dollar sign in front of the numbers.
OVW's backs on the rope at the clash in the bluegrass. We got to take a timeout. Huge victory, big win for Bryan Cage.
And there you have it, my namesake, and if I have to say so, body twin Bryan Cage picking up the win over Justin Smooth. Are we not? I feel like we're very similar. I'm the broadcast weight champion of the world. Everybody knows that.
It's like if there could ever be two literal opposite of a human being. I swear to God, I love you. I really do. But come on, man. For real?
It's because he skips leg day, or we'd be like so similar.
I'm crying. But anyways, keep going.
Well, now I feel offended. I was going to give you a gift, but
yeah. You still can. I love gifts. I really like this scarf. It's coming
now,
together.
This is going to fit with the scarf. Okay, so I was protecting your throat before, right?
Sure.
Now I'm protecting your hair from the wind and all the dust that might blow through it if you're, again, traveling at fast speeds.
I'd really rather you not mess
and I got
my
you
hair
some.
up.
I got you some driving gloves. I mean gloves. They're just gloves.
Driving
They're
gloves.
just gloves.
Hold on.
They're just gloves.
You know,
gloves
at
would
first
wear
I
for
thought
any
that
occasion.
you just hit up a winter clearance, and I just got a bunch of
random
things to keep me warm in the middle of the summer.
Now the
but,
gloves
you know,
are actually 40% wool, 60% apricot, which is a little different than the scarf. But
it's like the opposite. Anyway, okay, I get it. So I'm starting to piece this together here. And it kind of sounds like you're gonna make up for.
Now, Steve, you're gonna spoil it. You're gonna spoil it. I feel like you're getting in the realm of things. I feel like you're getting in the wheelhouse of what I'm trying to do here. Now, but before we go, are you okay?
It's
I did the just want to eat bad blueberries, so I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna blowberry. Okay, anyways, look, guys. We have a great sit-down interview coming up right after the break. I have my chance to sit down with Mr. Marvelous, Melvin Maximus.
You know, I should have had that interview since I'm obviously way more marvelous than you, but you know what? I am not even hot about it because I see what you're doing here.
You've got an apricot scarf and he's marvelous. We'll see you after the break.
If you're like 58% of Americans, you never went to college. Or you did, but never finished. Why?
It was just a hassle going back and forth to campus.
At Independence University, all classes are online. No driving to campus.
No one at the college even knew my name.
At Independence U, you'll get a personal support team, and they'll all know your name.
Too many extra costs like books, fees, parking.
We don't have extra costs. We even give you a new laptop and tablet to keep when you graduate.
I couldn't fit my schedule around classes.
At Independence U, college fits your schedule.
4+ years to get a degree?
With us, you could finish in 3.
At a typical college, no one cares.
Caring about students is what we do best.
Independence University held my hand through the process.
Don't be afraid to take the leap because it has changed my life drastically. If I did it, you can do it too.
Independence U is designed for busy adults like you.
1-855-486-2551.
Folks, welcome back to OVW Overdrive. I am here now with Mr. Marvelous, Melvin Maximus. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Brian.
Now, I know your schedule is packed full right now, so I really appreciate you taking some time out to give me a little bit of that marvelous rub, if you will. Now, I've been wanting to ask you for a while, because I've been a fan, obviously.
That's just text message, don't worry about it.
Okay, all right. We normally put them on Viber, but that's okay. Anyway, so Mr. Marvelous, I've been a fan for a while. I love that theme music.
Thank you.
I want to know, what is Mr. Marvelous considered to be marvelous? Like, what does that mean?
Well, Brian, marvelous simply means everything is just marvelous. It's extravagant, over the top, expensive, just simply marvelous.
Okay, all right. I can appreciate that answer. It sounds expensive. Sounds like I cannot afford it.
If you need me to elaborate even more, it's expensive shoes, expensive cars, expensive houses, expensive clothes. You get the point?
I'm seeing the point right here with the shoes and the clothes. I'm seeing it. You're wearing glasses that cost more than my car. I understand that part. But before you were marvelous, you were bodybuilding. Like you started wrestling in '96, but So you started wrestling in '96.
Business.
I understand.
Sure.
Speaking of business and sports, you started wrestling in '96, but you're also bodybuilding at the same time. That Venn diagram kind of comes together quite a bit. Like, where did that balance come in from you? Where was that jump? How? Why? When?
Wrestling was something I did and watched when I was yay big.
Yeah.
Which the big muscular physiques, which got me intrigued by the muscles, which led me to bodybuilding. And so as I did bodybuilding and I actually did competitions, wrestling was always on my mind as well. So I did wrestling, and then I'd bodybuild, and I'd do a show, a bodybuilding show, and I would diet down. At the same time, you'd fight, and sometimes as you're fighting with the low carbs and all that, it makes it a little bit tougher. So, but eventually, I took the bodybuilding thing and continued to work out, train, have a good physique, but there's no more competition. It was strictly wrestling.
Yeah.
You know.
And it seemed like that focus paid off because shortly after you debuted here in OVW, you picked up the. Sorry.
I'm a busy man, Brian.
I understand.
I'm a busy man.
Again, I
sorry.
appreciate your time.
I'm sorry, I'm a busy man.
Because shortly after your OVW debut, you won the OVW Television Championship.
Yes, that was a crowning moment for me. The reason being, that took me from just being another wrestler to a champion. It elevated me, gave me confidence, and allowed me to really get in there and know that I could just beat people.
Actually, speaking to that, you were beating people so well that Adam Revolver at the time chasing that television title had to assemble a group of cronies and even enlist a young, not quite evil Josh Ashcraft to finally...
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine, to finally get that title off of you.
Yeah, well, it was 1 against 2, 1 against 3, 1 against 4. Sometimes the referee was in on it, so it was a huge disadvantage.
I can only imagine, but... You mean you lost the TV title, Adam Revolver finally got the best of you, but not down for long. A couple months later, you're at the top of the roost. You won the OVW Heavyweight Championship from Marcus Anthony.
Yes, let me tell you, that Marcus Anthony is one tough son of a gun.
You've already been there, you can't say that.
He is big, powerful, fast. I mean, he's by far probably the most dominant person I've been in the ring with.
I mean, and maybe that's how, you lost the heavyweight title just a little bit after that.
Whoa, I never lost. Let me refresh your memory, and to everybody else who, in case you've forgotten, it was me, Cliff Compton, Marcus Anthony, and a triple threat. Cliff pinned Marcus. I never got pinned. But the rules are, whoever gets pinned, you drop the title. But I technically never lost a title.
That's fair. Maybe there's a claim to you to maybe go after that heavyweight championship and Tony Gunn one day here soon, but maybe not too soon because you got a wedding coming up as well.
Wow.
The unification of you and Miss Marvelous. I'm sorry, something...
It's business, Brian. It's business.
I understand.
My phone constantly, there's businesses, text messages, important.
With the businesses going on, how's the wedding planning been with Miss Marvelous?
Man, Brian, let me ask you, you're engaged, aren't you?
Yes, happily.
Does being engaged change people? I mean, she's a whole different person. I mean, it's just constant, she's like just on the go, like boom, boom. We gotta, come on. We gotta this, that, and the other. And it's like, man, that's an actual phone call.
I imagine she's excited to talk to you.
So, well, speaking of the devil, yes, dear. No, I have not talked to the governor. Now, I'm sure he's getting your emails. I'll tell you, as soon as I get done with this interview with Brian, I will get on it and see what's going on. Okay? Love you, dear. Thank you. Bye-bye. See what I mean? It doesn't stop. I mean, she never stops.
Has she been mailing Andy Bashir trying to get...
She's been trying to, everything's on hold, and she's trying to, come on. It's just a little unusual, if you ask me, but
hey,
guess when you're in love, Brian.
You're a heck of a catch. I get why she's excited. Look, we're gonna go ahead and go back to break. We got more action after this. Melvin, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you for having me.
So much, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marvelous, Melvin Maximus. So now my fiance is great, man. She has not changed as great as the day I met her. I can't speak to that.
Well, there must be something wrong with mine. I don't know, because she is like, all day long.
You can't call me on TV like that, though, man, because this is permanent record.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. 2 entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and Elbow, the wrestling brand.
Want more bang for your buck? Well, so do I at OVWWrestlingNetwork.com. It's only $4.99 a month. In between excitement, me too. OVWWrestlingNetwork.com is only $4.99 a month. You get that incredible value. She cost me $17 million and I loved it. Want a real value? OVWWrestlingNetwork.com. It's only $4.99. That's a price so low. Well, it's insane.
His physique, his weightlifting background has served him very well in many matches over the years here in OVW, but Marcus Anthony can lift same as he can lift pound for pound, can do the same squats he can pound for pound, can do the same setups, the same pull-ups, pound for pound, rep for rep as Mr. Marvelous. And we've mentioned from the beginning, and I'll say it again, Terry, this is muscle versus muscle.
You got to wonder what's when you have two people who are that evenly matched, Dean, you have to wonder what's the special it factor. The one factor that they could have had would have been Josh Ashcraft. That's been neutralized by Jordan Barker. But you wonder what Michael Titus, could he be the difference in this match?
I would feel much better if Mr. Marvelous had somebody out here to neutralize Titus, because I think you're right. That is the one area that we're not 100% sure what he may do, because Titus, I was talking while you were in the ring, Titus has seen his television title go away. He has seen the Mexicutioner leave his ranks and go line himself with Familia, as you say,
yes.
Randy Therese. We have seen a lot of things go wrong, and I also mentioned earlier, if I was Timmy Danger, I'd be calling Titus right now and going, nah.
You got to wonder what Timmy Danger, Dylan Bostic, everybody else. And look at the look. Look at Melvin coming back. Melvin is hanging. He's got Marcus going down to a knee. He fought back. He fought back.
And
He's
this
got
is
it.
so new for Anthony. Marcus Anthony, he's used to people doing something with a foot upside the head and breaking a hole. He's not used to looking eye to eye into another man and bear hug. Oh, Anthony didn't want a piece of that. Use his body as a projectile.
270 pounds coming at you full bore, and he was in the corner, so he couldn't go anywhere. So he took all of that weight plus all of the ring.
Like standing next to a wall and getting hit by a truck at the same time, there's no place to go. About the heavyweight title. The heavyweight title on the line in the hottest month of the year. August, Saturday Night Special. The TV title now belongs to Michael Hayes. The Southern Tag titles belong to Jamin Olivencia and the Psychedelic Superstar Chris Silvio. Will Titus Enterprises be able to keep the title in their court? Will Marcus Anthony be victorious, or will we see the trifecta? Will we see all three titles torn away? And I know Terry and I have our fingers crossed for Mr. Marvelous.
I'm hoping. You would wonder, with the traps the size of Mr. Melvin, would that hold be effective? It has to be somebody the size of Marcus. I'm sorry for yelling. The fans are going crazy. It's nuts in here.
Look at the kids at ringside. You talk about where fans come from in wrestling? It's the children, and they surround ringside. They're beating on the security barricade. They're trying to will Mr. Marvelous on.
5 minutes gone, 55 minutes remaining.
Marvelous right now, trying to withstand this surge from Marcus Anthony. Marcus Anthony using the rope to choke, putting the extra. We talked earlier about Olivencia moving back and putting the weight onto. That's exactly what Marcus Anthony was doing to Mr. Marvelous, putting the extra weight of the body on that choke.
Exactly, cutting the oxygen. Those muscles are big, and the only way they work is that they need oxygen. If he cuts that off, those muscles will become a more of a detriment than they will a benefit, because they'll hold him down, they'll weigh him down.
A second ago, you saw 3 fingers flash across the screen. That is Jordan Barker out here at ringside, making sure that the count, see right there, see bottom left, he's making sure that the count. Oh, Titus!
Oh, look at this! Titus getting involved.
Jordan's right there. Jordan's stopping that. Jordan Barker making sure that Josh Ashcraft sees every bit of it.
Look at that. Josh Ashcraft doesn't know what to do. He's conflicted.
Ashcraft is saying, John Barker said, yes, John Barker has just made, he made Josh Ashcraft toss Titus in the arena. That is huge.
Goodness.
That is huge.
Titus has lost his mind and lost his hairdo. This is great.
Unheard of. Michael Titus is beside himself.
Look at
Marcus Anthony is saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? Josh is saying, I don't have any choice. I don't have any choice.
Meanwhile, back in the ring.
Yes, go. Yes,
back in the ring. Melvin coming at him, taking advantage. Oh, my goodness, the clothesline. 2, 3, 4.
Clothesline. Man.
6.
Wow.
But Marcus is still up. Marcus is still up.
Bam. Oh, he's flipped. Marcus Anthony head over heels. Is Marcus Anthony out?
Marcus landed on the back of his head and neck. He could be out. He could have a concussion. Marcus trying to shake it. I think Melvin needs to be on him.
Never, ever seen anyone do that to Marcus Anthony. Right now, he's trying to figure out.
Yes, bear hug.
Ashcraft doesn't want to call it. You look at the face of Josh Ashcraft. He does not want this happen.
Look at the power of the OVW champion trying to fight out of it.
Marcus
He
Anthony
broke it.
Wow.
Crimson Omen. Crimson Omen.
Right now, the full Nelson, which he likes to call the Crimson Omen, on Mr. Marvelous. There's only one good way out of this. Oh, hold it.
Wait.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm seeing. He's reaching back.
The upper body strength. Is he able to break it, though, Terry?
Those wide shoulders. Those lats.
Yes.
He's got it.
Amazing.
He's got it.
I told you it was muscle versus muscle, ladies and gentlemen. And what you're seeing is unprecedented. Unprecedented. Oh, into the bell hug. But Marvelous, does he have enough left? Has Marcus Anthony spent everything he had?
Marcus trying. He's trying to club. But I agree with you, Dean. That strike that he took to try to fight that lock, did he spend too much?
And you got to know, the air that goes in the lungs has to go through those arms and around that bear hug.
He's out.
The blood that flows to the brain has to work its way back up into the heart. And what's in the way? That bear hug. Josh Ashcraft does not want that arm to go down the third time, but if it does, that's two.
That's 2.
Oh, Marcus Anthony able to break that hold. We're back to neutral again, even though the bear hug is still around the waist.
Marcus has had this hold applied to him for at least a minute and a half. You gotta wonder how much
he's tapping. We darn well see it. Yeah.
That's your winner, and the new OVW Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Marvelous, Melvin Maximus.
On a night where we have seen a new television.
Meep, meep. Steve. Steven. Dance and Stevie J.
Couldn't hear you. Radio was up. What can I do for you, Brian?
Oh, the radio was up. Okay, well, we're doing a show. We just you might have seen it in your in-dash video player here. My sit-down interview with Mr. Melvin Maximus, former OVW heavyweight champion.
Mr. Marvelous Melvin Maximus. Get it right. Only us marvelous folks would know such things.
I'm sorry, I was thrown off by this whole new fun attire you have. You know what? I think it's missing something though, bud. I think I can do one piece better. You got your neck protected, your hair's protected. Oh, you took the hat off, weird enough.
You can't mess with the hair, man. I'm sorry.
Now,
I love
sadly enough, Steven, there is no apricot in this jacket. Turns out it doesn't exist.
What?
But it is 1/10 coconut fibers, 3/10 voodoo, and then 6/10 leather.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's. I hope you enjoy it, man. I spent money on it.
I'm really putting this all together, man, and I cannot thank you enough.
Now this is totally off subject, but who's your favorite rock pop band? Would it be the Cars? Anyway, that's not relevant. Look, we have a main event that is honestly gonna rock your world. These guys were so big, so fast, and hitting so hard, they're probably all still feeling it today. So let's go ahead and throw to our main event.
Got it. Click.
Safety first. Why not? All right. Is it the blueberries? No, it's not. Okay, look, let's go ahead and go to the match. This is a fatal four-way. My best buddy, Jay Bradley, Moose.
You're my best buddy now. You know that, right? With all this.
I knew you would come around. I knew, like, once it started rolling, you'd get what I was doing, and I just... All right, let's go to the fatal four-way. Clash of the Bluegrass, Jay Bradley versus Cashflow, Big Zo, and Moose. I knew you'd come around, man. We're just riding right along now, aren't we?
We sure are.
So cool.
You know, I'm noticing a theme with the Impact guys and their feelings for Louisville, Kentucky. What's that about?
I feel the same way about you.
I've been a gracious host. I've been a gracious host. I even think
you should put me over a little more is what you should be doing.
He's put Al Snow over about 400 times.
Yes, so did I, actually.
I mean, he signs my checks.
Look out now. Now, Moose is just standing watching this.
Strategy?
Yes, good strategy.
Yeah, I mean, Moose is on the outside. He knows it's one fall to a finish, but he's not going to get in there early. Moose also has a private jet that is running right now. Imagine all the fuel that jet's using to get out of Louisville. Don, he says he's got a couple seats for us, too.
Oh, really? I'd love to hang out with Moose.
And it comes down to these two men who know each other very well and don't like each other very much. The juggernaut, Zo, and his former tag team partner in Cashflow. Cash each week opens the chop shop, guys. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Blows.
It's a pretty big chest on his opponent, though, I'll say that.
But look how Zo just takes it, absorbs it.
So these guys were tag team champions? Wow, look at this.
Notice the legacy of brutality, and that's 350 plus pounds that the juggernaut just hoisted up and powered down.
I like Zo. Look at the way he moves around.
You know, I'd say that Zo is a triple-A athlete. He's agile, he's angelic.
Angelic?
Yeah, the fans here in OVW really love him. Oh, now your guy on the outside of the ring wants to get involved.
Yeah, that's smart wrestling right there.
And he's an all-star.
I would stay out there if I were Moose all night, let these guys beat the hell out of each other and come in and get the win.
Moose is learning. He's getting more and more intelligent by the week, Don. Inside the ring.
Yes.
You know, the strategy often in a multi-man match, whether it be 3, 4, 5, or 6, and again, Moose.
He's quite pleased with himself.
Picking his moments to strike.
There's Jay Bradley.
Strategy in this multi-man type match has got to be isolate and conquer, right?
I would, again, I think, let these guys kill each other and then come in and pounce on that weakened opponent.
Picking the bones.
I like that. That's a good one.
Well, Jay Bradley didn't want to watch on the sidelines any longer. And there's Moose.
Moose has done that to everyone now.
He's working his way out around the ring. Making his presence known when he wants to is Moose. And speaking of making their presence known, here comes the juggernaut. Now Moose decides he wants to get involved in this contest.
Well, make no mistake about it, Moose wants the glory. He wants to win this match, but he wants to use the least amount of energy possible.
You know what it's like? It's like they always say offensive linemen in the NFL. Right. They absolutely love it when they get a big lead. Their team gets a big lead, and they're just running the football to run the clock out because now they're blocking just straight ahead. They're putting it in your face. That's what Moose is doing right now.
You think Moose was that offensive lineman though in the huddle saying, hey, just give me the ball on the goal line. I can score.
Oh, yeah.
I'll spike
He's a glory hog.
Now a little bit of a turnabout is fair play. Moose finds himself caught in quite a pickle here. Oh, that's that explosive chop I was talking about, guys. In the home of Muhammad Ali. Zo with the jab, and Moose right back where he started.
Moose smartly stepping out of bounds, to use a football analogy. Take a break.
And Moose was in the Bermuda Triangle.
Cash looks like he's going to the top.
This has got to be a huge mistake. 350 should not be on the top rope. He's got no business up there, Josh.
And look at the size of this man.
My God.
There are times when Cash connects off
break the
top
ring.
rope, and it feels like the earth shakes when he hits the ground.
Cashflow looks a lot like legendary Larry D.
Ooh! Stopped in his tracks. Bradley stopped dead in his tracks as Moose continues to pick his spots.
NFL-style forearm shiver to the face of Bradley by Moose.
Smile on the face of the big man, and Moose is going to build up some speed here. He can take out anybody he wants. Exactly.
Getting ready to
Smooth
dive.
thinking here. A little bait and switch. Oh!
Don't see that every day in the business.
Is Jay Bradley gonna dive?
No. Oh my!
Look at Bradley!
God!
Jay Bradley throws caution to the wind, and it looks like we just had a head-on collision on I-65.
It's like 3 Mack trucks colliding.
Fatal four-way. We gotta take a timeout. Who's gonna stand tall at the clutch?
Oh my Lord!
In the bluegrass.
What is going on?
Have you ever had the dream of being a part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment? Take action and make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling, the birthplace of legends such as John Cena, Batista, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, The Miz, and many, many more. Will you be the next name to be added to that impressive list? Go to ASWA Live now for more information. Learn the right way.
Our number one priority in life is the protection of our loved ones and ourselves. We at Comprehensive Health and Wellness are here to help. During these challenging and uncertain times, Comprehensive Health and Wellness can supply you with the personal protection equipment you need for you and your loved ones to feel more secure. Go to chw.care or call 800-963-7066 to get yours today. That's chw.care or 800-963-7066.
You're back here at Davis Arena, ladies and gentlemen. A fatal four-way contest here at the Clash of the Bluegrass. Zoe and Cash Flow, along with Jay Bradley and Impact Superstar Moose. Whoa! And look at the agility and athleticism from the juggernaut known as Zoe. Gilbert Corsi alongside Josh Matthews and Don Callis from Impact Wrestling on this landmark occasion as we launch a new partnership between OVW and Impact.
Yeah, it was great to see tickets sell out weeks in advance of this show. We can't wait to come back, right, Don?
Absolutely. I love Kentucky.
Hey.
I do.
There you go. That's the first nice thing you've
They
said
got great
about
barbecue here, too.
You know what the best thing about Kentucky is?
What's that?
Leaving it.
Says the guy who lives in Columbus.
Columbus, right? So it's an Ohio thing.
Columbus is the best thing about Kentucky. Look at this.
Oh my.
They're gonna break the ropes.
Did we reinforce the ring before we came on the air tonight? This has got terrible written all over
Jay
it.
better get out of the way. Oh, okay.
It's gonna end badly.
I wouldn't even try this.
Look at Moose! It ends badly, courtesy Jay Bradley, and I think Moose got the worst of it, guys.
I think he did for sure.
That's a ton, literally a ton of mass crashing to the canvas. And this is that proverbial gut check time. Who's gonna be the first to get back up to their feet?
Well, Moose has been in the trenches for so long in his career, and you got Jay Bradley. He was the one who really executed the most offense.
Bradley's the first to get to the cover. Bradley's trying to pick the bones on whoever he can get. Now going over to Cash Flow, smart, pulls him into the middle of the ring, leg hooked!
Got him!
I thought he did too, and so did Jay Bradley. Frustration written all over his face.
I'd throw a couple of these guys to the floor here. Stop these breaking up of the pin attempts.
Yeah, there you go.
From your lips to his ears, Don.
Yep.
You spent some time with Jay Bradley this afternoon?
I did not.
You know, I'll tell you what Jay Bradley, former two-time OVW champion, has been since he's returned here in the last year. A heavy-handed, hired hitman. He'll do whatever for whomever as long as the price is right. But
welcome to the wrestling business, kid.
Bradley,
there we go.
Was setting up for the boomstick, but it backfired.
You don't want to take your time against Moose.
Moose got cut by Cash Flow.
Zoe's back in the ring.
Wow! Juggernaut. Spinning kick.
Oh!
Vicious headbutt. Bradley caught him with the boomstick. Bradley
accidentally caught him with the boomstick. Moose is in trouble, shoulders on the mat, and
I still think Moose would have, from our vantage point, it looked like he was going to be able to kick out of that, but Cash Flow wasn't going to risk anything.
it's so hard in these multi-man contests to thrive because you got enemies behind your head at all times.
And down at this point in the match, you've got to stay in the ring because at this point it can end at any second, yes?
Correct.
This is when fatigue plays a factor.
Especially these two big guys. I mean, you're walking around carrying that 350. They'll wear you out. Not much on those punches at this point.
Oh, Cash gonna try and use his strength. Turns it over into a small package. Shoulders are not on the mat just yet. Good call by the referee.
Got him.
1, 2, 3 for Zoe.
Your winner, Zoe.
You know, it looked like Cash Flow had Zoe in a submission, right? But he had his shoulders on the mat, which allowed Zoe to get the pin. Cash Flow was probably thinking, I may have this guy hooked for something here, and all of a sudden you lose.
As Zoe would say, it is Zoe time here at Clash in the Bluegrass.
And there you have it, folks. OVW Overdrive Hoss Fights Edition. I hope you enjoyed our main event. It's one of my favorites, Clash of the Bluegrass historic night. You got to calm down, man.
You're done, right?
You got to put the head.
Is that it?
No, that's not. Cause no.
I don't. How did you do?
It
doesn't matter how you did it.
I
Doesn't
don't know.
matter.
I didn't.
Oh my.
Okay, because maybe don't touch
Get
it.
your hands
maybe,
off my car!
Yes, Steve, maybe don't touch that.
Whoa.
Get off my car. Tell your dumb friend to stay away from my car.
Yeah, you don't want to touch his car,
Wax
Steve. You
job
don't.
on this car costs more than your house.
Yeah, so
He's
that's
probably not
expensive.
wrong.
You know, wax is where the wax is where the money is. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows about wax jobs. So you need to really you need to mind your wax, Steve.
Now
This
you
is
understand, I was
because,
way up here, and now
that's a top shelf.
way down here.
That's a lower, more of a stool sort of situation you're doing with your. Look, Steven, don't be.
You gave away my car, Brian.
Don't be green with envy. You still got a great surprise. You still have a marvelous surprise, and I think you're gonna love it. It's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised I was so mean to him. Because there he goes now. He's just driving away.
Is that it?
No,
Nah, for real. I mean, the last time I didn't think, but it.
No.
Do you have where the?
Sure.
Oh, there are the keys.
That's it. There's.
Hey, got him.
There's where I left him.
Hop on in, buddy. I'll give you that ride home after all. Woohoo!
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe don't take main roads or highways, or just
still hear me.
This is
Bye,
fine.
everybody.
Yeah, because I remember this car. I've been in this. I remember when I put this here. I remember this.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Cool. You want to tell me all about it?
No.
Okay.
You know, there we go, and just.
Bye, everybody.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, this is fine.
Home show.
Okay. Yeah. So this is what I got you. This is.
You got this for me. I can't believe it. That's
Yeah,
so
this is
nice.
just- Here's where we're supposed to go.
Where the hell is my car?